What's up guys, my name's LoverFella and welcome back to Ask Lover number 9. If you're new around here or a new subscriber or you just found this video in your suggested feed, every single Sunday for the rest of the year, I do an Ask Me Anything video on Sundays. So you guys have a question for me, you type hashtag AskLover, I take that question, I put it in my video, and I answer it as best as I can. So if you guys want to know more about me, you want to know more secrets, whatever it is you want to know, hashtag AskLover in the comments below, and you might see yourself here next week. So I just threw my floss pick really far away. Let's get started into this because I got to get out of here in about an hour because I got to go pick up some pizza with some friends, and I'm about to chow down on this pizza, man. I haven't had pizza in like 5 days, so I need to go pick up some pizza. And that's probably weird for you to hear because I'm usually really strict with my diet, but I'm also out of food right now, so I got my reasons, guys. All right, let's start this off. Number 1, we got Daniel O'Gorman. He says, Ask Lover, would you rather live in a dumpster for 3 weeks and have $1 billion or have 300 subs and be rich? And I mean, I feel like that's a pretty easy answer for me right there. I would never live in a dumpster. I don't care how many subs you give me. I'm not about to live in a dumpster and eat poop and banana peels and whatever creepy old ladies throw down there. So I'm probably gonna be going with be rich. I'm still gonna make videos, and then I'm gonna get 1 billion subs by being rich and then just buying all the subs. So I feel like, you know, that's probably the easiest way to go about it that way. I've seen some of the dumpsters where I live outside. I've smelled them. In fact, I walk by one of them every single day, and I mean, it's like the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. So I'm not about to live in that. So yeah, it's a great question though. I could see that coming up in my day-to-day life. You know, that's something people might ask me one day. So I do like it. Coming up, number 2, we got Bradley Goad, sounds like Bradley Toad. He said, Ask Lover, how did you become so positive in life, and how did you continue to be positive after knowing what's happening around the world like ISIS? Well, first off, I just want to say, just the fact that I said that word, ISIS, probably means that this video is going to make a lot less money than normal videos would make. Because YouTube sees that word when it like goes through with its robot, it's like, oh no, I'm not gonna monetize that video, so I might lose some money from that one, but still a good question nonetheless. People ask me that all the time, like LoverFella or Zach or whatever, like how you so positive, you're awesome, you're a great influence, you're inspiring me, some cool stuff. But I'm not really always positive, but I'm trying to be, and I work on it by reading a lot of books. I read a lot of books. Pretty much when I'm not making videos, I'm reading books or I'm listening to books. I don't like wasting time. So for example, if I'm out making dinner or I'm going like driving somewhere, that's wasted time, right? I mean, yeah, you need to eat, yeah, you need to drive to work, but what if you could do more with it, right? So what I do is like I'm driving to work, it's a 20-minute commute. That's 40 minutes a day in the car where I could be doing something, learning, getting better. What do? I listen to audiobooks. And recently I listened to a lot of audiobooks about self-improvement, which is, I don't know, maybe that's weird to some of you, but like I really want to make myself better. After some things that have happened to me, more or less, I've just lost some very important people in my life. Don't want to get into it, but I've been like, all right, I need to start looking back at myself, take a step back, figure out what I need to do differently. And I've been reading a lot of books. And so basically these books talk about happiness, how you can be positive, mentalities, all this kind of stuff. Like if you guys want to hear about it, I could throw out like a list of books I'd recommend to you. But there's a lot. I kind of switch it, alternate between a business book, a YouTube book, or like a SEO, like video searching book, and then I go to a self-improvement book, and then I just repeat that cycle. I try to do about 3 to 4 books a week. It's kind of expensive, honestly. Like I use Audible. I'm not sponsored, but I should be. So like if you guys are watching Audible people and you want to sponsor me, please do. That'd be so cool. But I don't know, I listen and read a lot of books, so that's my reason. Like you gotta, I don't know, I feel like knowledge is super powerful, so I'm always trying to learn from other people's mistakes. There's a lot of books out there on people that have messed up on things that I can just learn from. I can be like, oh, this guy made a mistake that ruined his whole life. I'm gonna read about that mistake so I don't make it. And so I guess that helps, but I could go into more details later, but there's just a lot of reading, a lot of knowledge I'm trying to absorb into myself. Next question from Swagger says, hashtag Ask Lover, what is your best childhood memory? All right, I've got some good childhood memories. I've got some bad childhood memories like everyone. And I mean, when is my childhood really? I'm 22 years old, so like, is my childhood like under 20? Is my teenage considered my childhood? If I had to say that was it, in the teenage years around 13, my best memory would probably be my trip to the Dominican Republic, where I helped build a house there. That was definitely the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. If you're saying that's not childhood enough, we go back in the pre-10s, like, or under 10, pre-under 10. You know what I'm saying, probably. No, you have no idea what I'm saying. Between 0 and 10 years old, if we're looking in that range, I would say my best memory would be probably when I got my piano. When I got my very first piano, that was probably one of the coolest things ever. Because like we didn't really have a lot of money when I was super young, and like obviously still don't, because you know that's where I live right now. But my parents bought me a piano and I was like, wow, that's freaking incredible. And it was like a small keyboard, it wasn't even full size, but at the time I was like blown away. And like I don't know, I think I was like 6 or 7. I will never forget getting that piano and just pounding on it. And I was like, I'm gonna be a good piano player one day. I'm still not where I want to be, but I think that's one of my best memories. Got James Rogers, hashtag Ask Lover. What are your other hobbies besides YouTube? With work right now, like I work full time as a project manager, and so it takes a lot of my time. And when you add that in with trying to have any kind of social life with friends, which is important to have, really it's pretty much YouTube and piano and working out. I do YouTube because that's my passion. I do piano because it relaxes me. Well, I do read too because that helps me just become where I want to be, I guess, get to where I want to be. But then I always think it's important to schedule relaxed time. Like I'm a super scheduled person, and if I'm not, I can't hit all my goals. And so I've got to have schedules all over the place. So I've got to schedule out free time. So my buddy will be like, hey dude, you want to come over? And I'm like, yeah, you got 7 to 9, then you're it. Then I gotta go. That's how it has to be. Otherwise, I'm either gonna do too long making videos, spend too long playing piano, spend too long with friends. Like I have to have a schedule. And so like those things are pretty much all I'm doing right now. And hopefully, I don't know, I keep saying it, I believe it, one day we're gonna get big, we're gonna be able to put more effort into YouTube videos, and I'll be able to make way more. It's coming, guys, it's coming. I feel good, I feel good, I feel it coming. Up next, Olaf, I think I've asked this question before, but he says, what place would you like to visit? I always thought it would be cool to go to, well, first off, I want to travel everywhere, but where I want to visit is pretty much anywhere in the entire world, right, that I haven't gone. So I want to go to Europe, I want to go to Iceland, I want to go to Greenland, Australia, Antarctica, North Pole, I want to see Santa, pretty much everywhere on the planet, and I don't want to stop. Like, traveling is my dream. If I could do YouTube, then I could travel, because I could just make videos anywhere, and I could vlog it, and it'd be freaking awesome. So yeah, I want to travel anywhere, everywhere in the entire world, dude. Like seriously, if you don't travel, if you've never been on a plane, highly recommend you just go somewhere. Like, go with your family, try to get your mom and dad to take you, take your kids, whatever it is. It's so life-changing when you get a good trip in. Like, I went to Beijing last year for 2 weeks. I talk about this all the time. I still think about that trip. That was like a pivotal moment of my life. I'm going to the Dominican. These things change you, at least if you let them. I think it's incredible, and I want to change. I want to go to experience more cultures, just see more of the world. Finally, coming in at question number whatever this is, Todd Lawson, do you have any tips about making videos, and what software do you use? Mr. Todd, you're asking me for tips about YouTube. Well, first off, the software I use would be the Premiere Pro suite. I pay for that each month with my college email account, so it comes out to 20 bucks a month, and you get Adobe Premiere Pro, which is what I use to edit videos, Adobe After Effects, that's how I overlay text and animation. I get Photoshop, that's how I make my thumbnails. I get Media Encoder, and that's how I encode it. So those 4 programs you need or should probably get. Those are my recommendations. OBS is what I record with on the computer. That is a free gaming software, window recording software, so that's a freebie. And then I also use Adobe Audition to edit my voice. So that one would go on this hand. We'll move that over here. This is the Adobe Suite. This is OBS. Audacity is another good one you could use for voice. There's a lot of different programs I use. Handbrake to compress files to make it so I can upload them quicker. I've done a lot of research on these, but this is what most YouTubers do use, are the Adobe Suite, OBS, Handbrake, all that stuff. And I think that's pretty much most of those. And then just general advice, you're looking for tips on YouTube, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing still, dude. I've been going for a year. That's not really that long. And so, I mean, definitely if you look at my old videos, I'm like a million times better. But at the same time, I'm still not where I want to be. So, I don't know. I feel, I feel pretty comfortable in front of the camera now. Except in public, if you watch my vlog on Friday. That was freaking weird. But yeah, I mean, I guess just keep going and kind of don't compare yourself to other people, because there's no right way to do YouTube. There's no right way to make videos online. It's not like you can go online, type up how to make a YouTube video, just like you can type up how to write a research paper. There's no format. There's no right way to do it. Some people go viral from going out and comparing a $100 steak to a $1 steak. Some people smash things in hydraulic presses. Some people cut things open. Some people vlog their life. Some people make movies of their life. Some people play video games. You can't make a script for, you can't like explain exactly what you need to do. You basically got to do what you want to do. But biggest advice I can tell you is that you do not have to be the best, you just have to be the most original. If you're the first to do something, you're gonna go big. If you do it well, at least kind of well. If you're not the first to do something, if you're copying me, if you're copying Casey Neistat, Roman Atwood, Markiplier, if you're copying them, they've already done it. If they're gonna watch that style, they're gonna watch them, they're not gonna watch you. So you gotta make your own style, and the more unique it is, the better you're gonna do. Guys, that's what I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. Hope you have a good time watching my vlogs. Starting to get into it a little bit more. Feel I don't know, I'm feeling vloggy lately, you know, getting that camera up there, it feels pretty awesome. And this new light has been a blast. So thank you to all the patrons who've been supporting me. You guys are freaking awesome. And just as a goal for you guys, patron money exclusively goes towards upgrades, equipment, cameras, all that stuff. And so that's what I use it for. I'm like not using it on anything else. It goes directly into a bank account, into like a subfolder where it is called YouTube expenses. That's what it does. And so a couple things I could buy with future patron donations. So if you're thinking about supporting me, or you are supporting me, I could do some kind of Vive/Oculus Rift in like 2 months when the donations come in. If I did that, I could make videos on VR games. You guys might like that. Let me know if that's something you want to see. I could go down with the GoPro, do some more adventure videos. There's a lot of different routes I could take it, a 360 camera, but I want to know your guys' input. If there's something you want me to do, and if you want to support me, get those, or if you want to support me in order so I can get those things. That didn't make sense. You guys know what I said. Go check it out, loverfella.com/Patreon. Actually, that's not even the URL. It's patreon.com/LoverFella. I'm butchering everything, guys. I love you. Thanks for watching. Spread the love. I'll see you all tomorrow.